Howdy, everyone.
What's up? What's up? Happy
Welcome to
New Year.
another fantastic Thursday evening. Guys,
John is late again.
John is late again. Hun, you're right. What a surprise. You know what? Let's say hi to everybody. We got a lot of
It's
fun stuff
actually
to
here.
talk about.
Yeah. Say hi to
You
the
know,
people that are here.
let's say, yeah, we're not saying hi to John yet because I don't see him as of yet. But you know who's here early? Sheila. Sheila was in early. David, hello. Chase Chaser, how are you doing this evening? Charles Henry, greetings from Sarasota. Greetings to you, my friend. David, never ask, how are you doing? How are you doing? Why, I don't know why I said it weird like that. Very near 15 months. Huh? Congrats. I'm glad we made it this far together. You know what I'm saying? Let's try to get to 16 months. I think we can make that happen. Sir Bass, hello. Randy, how are you doing? Cindy, hello, Cindy. Cross Save, hello. Funko Pop UK, one more time. I love it. Here every week. Jeremy, hello. Brandy, I said hello to you. Les, hello. Monster Pete, hello. Guys, I'm trying not to miss anybody. Macklin, 11 months. Hey, next year we're celebrating a 1-year anniversary, Macklin. So let's do this. We can make it. Velvet, hello. Jetman, 15 months. We're well over, we're well over that year at this point. Pipsqueak, Funko News Canada, my buddy that we got to meet over at C2E2. We're going to wrap up C2E2 tonight as well. But before we get too further along, what was I going to say there? Before we get too far along in this, let's add the always punctual, not punctuation, punctual. John, how are you doing?
I'm good.
I thought John was drinking out of a Funko soda there for a minute.
Yeah, I wish. That'd be great.
That would be. Are they water? I don't think they're watertight. I don't think I suggest that.
I went to grab a snack. Sorry for being a couple minutes late.
You know, I'm going to say we're used to it.
Slacker.
Thanks, hon. I was going to say that, but I'm glad you said it and not me. So, guys, how's been the week?
I mean,
how's the week been?
I don't know. Who had the crazier week? I don't know. Like, I think Vince.
Vince and Bree had the crazier week.
Guys, I can't believe that it's been less than a week. That it feels like we went a month ago. Like, we're gonna wrap up C2E2 tonight because there were some announcements. I've got some slides pulled. There were some really cool announcements. Some announcements to get excited about. But
can I just say, C2E2 looked like a blast, and we are in the middle of like a crazy time. But Joanna and I were sitting on the couch, and we definitely felt like we were missing out. It looked like everybody was at C2E2. It looked like a great time.
Yeah, C2E2 was, we only got to stay there for the day, but
it didn't look overcrowded from anyone's video. Like, it didn't seem like people were like trying to walk around.
Yeah, it looked like there was space. Like there was space to walk around.
Yeah, we were there on Friday, so obviously it was probably the lighter day of, we weren't there on the weekend. But yeah, compared to, let's say, even a Friday at NYCC, like you're talking about way less. And really, I think it was just the way that they had it laid out. It wasn't just, there was a ton of people there. I mean, I felt like there was a ton of people there, but it wasn't as compressed. Like, I felt like some of the booths were so close to one another at NYCC. And I wasn't there last year, so I can't judge last year. But when I was there a couple years ago, it didn't feel as.
It was just as terrible last year.
It was probably just as terrible or worse. Because when we all went, it was just after the COVID stuff. And I was telling Bree that, like, when we were lining up, I was kind of thinking back, you still had to kind of wear masks and do that kind of thing. Like, another thing I was going to say is there was a lot of Funko Pops there. Like, I was surprised. Like, I didn't feel like, I felt like it was going to be overwhelmed with Funko stuff at NYCC, and I wasn't. And I thought there was like a lot at C2E2. I think it was a great event. I hope that they go back there next year. It was fun to have.
If Funko goes back there next year, we already planned it. We're definitely going 100%. We're definitely.
I mean, Chicago is a great town to go into, Joe, and spend a little extra time if you can, because even if you just go to like the con on 2 of the days, go to the museums and check out Chicago. It's a cool town.
There is a ton to do in Chicago. Like, we've gone to Chicago several times. We went to the the Shed Aquarium there. I believe that's in
Yeah.
the Shed is there. They've got the museum.
Museums are the big pieces, I think. Those
Yeah,
museums are amazing.
they got the dinosaur there, the T-Rex. There's only I think 2 in North America, if I remember my facts when I went there.
Pulling that out of nowhere.
Right? Who knew that I was that wealth of knowledge? But it stunk on one hand because we only were there for the day.
Yeah,
And we didn't even get to stay there the full day. But man, we crammed a ton into that day, and it was pretty crazy.
I think I watched like everybody's video, like every single video I could find, because I was just I'm not gonna lie, I was jealous. I was like, man, I wish I was there right now. It looked like a blast.
Yeah, it was fun. We got to meet a lot of different people. Obviously, we got to, if you guys haven't seen the video, we got to meet Mike Becker, which I don't know. Like, I see a lot of people like meet. And I don't get weird with people. I usually listen. I'm awkward, but I don't usually get like in a point where I like really don't know what to say. The thumbs up thing. Why does it always do that to me? Like, I usually don't get like that. And I got like that. There was like so many things I wanted to say. Like, I felt like, I don't know. It was weird. It was a really weird feeling. It was very surreal when, we started talking. We actually got to talk to him for like 5 minutes. And then, he's like, here, we're going to do something special. And I really didn't have a clue what was going to happen.
You could tell by the video. I was like, Vince has no idea what's going on.
No, none. And, we got to, like I said, we got to chat for a couple minutes before we had him sign. We bought, what did we buy? Sully, the Funko Pop Sully. And we were like, let's just get this autographed. And that was going to be it for me. And I thought we would be able to chat for a couple minutes, but yeah, to get something for the charity auction too, like in a proto. I've not ever held a proto before. And it's cool to have the lineage. So like anybody, we're going to have it for the charity auction, and whoever wins it, like, it's documented. I was handed
got it on film, which is like incredible.
Yeah.
Straight from the Funko source.
Yeah. And here, I'll show it to you guys real quick, because we'll just kind of wrap up the Jungkook from BTS. It's a proto. Like,
I mean, I think it's extra special because we come on here, we talk about Funko every week, so yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you get a little starstruck, a little choked up? And then like he knew who you guys were and all the charity stuff and everything. I mean, that it just seemed like a really special.
Well, I don't know if he actually knew who we were at all, to be honest with you. But with that being said, like, because we just started talking, and really I think you kind of just said it. Like, it wasn't even that I was like, there were so many things I wanted to say, because like really having this community and that kind of thing, really it starts kind of there. And we've got to meet so many amazing people now through this whole journey of just not just YouTube, but like just collecting in general. And we've, like, I wanted to thank him, and I didn't know how to like say thank you in a meaningful enough way. So it was just super cool.
Well,
and then he actually commented on our short today, or on our, whatever you call it, the reel. I can't even. He commented on our Instagram reel today, which was super cool. It's cool that he is really involved still, because I think it really does give you that sense of, kind of taking you back to, maybe
he's out there the entire time meeting people.
Yeah, he's doing the stuff every,
being out there the entire time meeting people. Like, so many people had photos with him and videos with him, and him signing stuff. And that's really cool, because a lot of times people like from those companies, they won't be out and about that much as he is, and he is their ambassador of fun. So it's really cool to see that he keeps that alive and really wants to just kind of interact with this community that he started so many years ago, as a wacky wobbler, and like the products that came, from that, and all the stuff that came later. But man, it's really cool that he's involved in it. He also makes a lot of people's day. I think that's probably in personal enjoyment from him, is like his thing is he gets to make a lot of people's day by whether he gives them a proto, gives them a pin, says hi to him, takes a picture with him, a video with him.
You know,
It's
and
just fun,
honestly,
kind of overall.
that's exactly, he didn't have to give us anything, and it really made our
Yeah.
day, because it's just, you know, it's just one of those things, like I said, it's just it's the community of people, and like I really do appreciate that we have that, and you know, you kind of, you know, I don't know, it was super cool, and I didn't expect that. And you know, speaking of pin, we also, I'm going to show this pin off too. I'm just going to show off a couple of these things, because we got 2 of these. Me and Bree got 1 each, and we're going to auction this off as well, because we are obviously, we're going to keep 1, but we don't need 2. So raise a little extra money for charity. We're going to do that as well. So that was super cool. And Aaron, I just saw your Aaron, don't be too shy. Do you know how shy I am? I'm a super shy person. Just grab me by the arm and say hello. Not that many people came up to us again, which I'm not surprised. Like, I'm not surprised that, you know, most people don't know us, but grab us. If you ever see us out anywhere, and I think we would all say that.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you guys ever see us, grab us.
As soon as I saw that message from Aaron, I was like, dude, come on. You should have went up to him. Like,
yeah, like,
there's no excuse. Come
no,
on.
there's no excuse, Aaron. You should have grabbed us.
But Velvet also makes a good point. Yeah, Mike Becker doesn't charge for his signature. And
No.
At the end of the day, I think we all kind of, you know, we pause for a minute when we see him, because we wouldn't all know each other. We wouldn't be here without the Funko company and their products and everything. So he's the reason that we have our community, and we've made so many great friends. So
yeah, and I mean, I get it. You know, I actually understand that. Can be very intimidating because of my rugged good looks and winning personality, but you know, still, hey, Josh, he grabbed me. Funko News Canada, it was super cool to meet him. We got some awesome lanyards too. We didn't have to wear the string ones that they were giving out, so that was awesome. But yeah, no, we had a great time. It was a good time. I thought there were some good announcements as well. We're gonna have to go over some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Because there was,
too bad you couldn't be there on Saturday, huh? Like, that would have been really cool if you guys
I would have loved to try to get into the because they were teasing it the whole time too. On Friday, they were teasing that those big announcements, and we'll go over some of those big announcements because they are pretty big. We got some SDCC news as well.
Well, before we go into the announcements really quick, I wanted to give our perspective, because we were live during the drop, and there was a lot of stuff that sold out that we were not expecting to sell out. And Shanks didn't sell out right away. I think everybody was banking on that. Iron Man didn't sell out right away. Franny was the first one to go. It sold out in less than 2 minutes. So Franny was gone from the website. Freddy and Proto sold out like a minute later. And then the bundle sold out, which was really crazy. So it was really wild, like from the online perspective.
You went bundle, right, John?
We did. We got it in today, and it was
we
actually cracked it just to peek at it. We're gonna unbox it in Monday's video. It is like pristine packing. Like everything looks great, at least from a quick glance.
They probably had that, and which is good. I mean, they had that all figured out. Yeah, we got our box in. It actually came in today as well. We did the bundle because thank God the plane had the free Wi-Fi, because we had to do it from the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were still flying. And actually when I was on your live I tried to stay on there as long as I could, because it was exciting. It was exciting to see. I like that you did the live during the drop. I think that's fun, but we were on the airplane literally when we were doing it. So we were kind of in and out a little bit, but
I was shocked that we had so many people so early in the morning. Like I was barely awake. Joanna joined me for a couple minutes. Like it was crazy. And then stuff started selling out. People were freaking out. And then it was like the stuff that people weren't expecting to sell out, like Jiminy Cricket sold out. Like we were only able to
that's because it's shared. I think a lot of the shared stuff is going to sell out because they only have a small quantity compared to what the retailer has.
But like nobody expected that to sell out from Funko. Like from Funko's website. Like obviously like Box Lunch had their allotment, and I know they had their allotment, you know, at the con and everything, but it was wild, and we were all over Whatnot throughout the weekend because I was trying to grab all those pins and such. And one of the things I'm definitely going to start collecting when we get to our new house is the posters. The Funko posters are beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, guys, speaking of which, how was I not more aware of Mondo? Like where
I showed you some of the He-Man stuff before. I showed you that Beast Man.
So I listen. I saw but that oh my god, the He-Man and the Skeletor on the Panther and on Battle Cat.
Yeah.
Holy, like,
Yeah.
but not just that. I don't know if you guys have seen the poster. Listen, I'm new to Mondo. I just am. I just started following him today because I'm gonna tell a quick story about that as well. But the posters, I seen a couple of these posters that people just had laying out, and they've got like have metallic portions of it. Like they had this. I mean, it was. Excuse my French. It was badass. I'm sorry, but it was the coolest like poster that I ever seen. It was giant, and I knew there was no way I was going to get that home on the airplane, so I didn't even bother for it. And I don't even know what they were charging for these things, but they are like immaculate, like beautiful pieces. I actually went on Mondo's site today and I pre-ordered. Brie asked me what I was buying from Mondo, and she was probably scared there was a Skeletor or something like that. But I actually pre-ordered my favorite comic book of all time is Thor with Beta Ray Bill. I think it's man, I don't remember which one, but it was the first appearance of Beta Ray Bill. They got the poster on there right now. Nice. Oh my god, amazing stuff. So that was super cool. I was really excited to see that stuff, even though I've seen bits and things, but it's different when you see that stuff in person. And it was amazing. It was super cool to see that. And I was glad that it's part of kind of the Funko booth experience now. And hopefully it's like that going forward.
Yeah, but anyway, the panel was really fun to watch. I mean, we saw just the Instagram live, but yeah, a lot of big announcements coming from the panel, a lot of non-pop announcements. And so I think they would have benefited from maybe announcing a few more pops. That seemed
judging by people's comments, like people were getting upset. They're like, okay, let's get on with the pops, which I kind of get. You know what I mean? I kind of get that you want to see that, but I think that's a good time for them, and I was glad that they I was glad that they live streamed it for people to get excited about, because there was a lot of stuff to be. I felt like this was a fun con, and I felt like people were excited, especially for the first one of the year. I feel like, was it more fun than ECCC? I don't know. Like it just
had a different vibe. It had its own vibe. Like I think it's new, it's fresh. Like I think Funko should do this. Like they should look for every couple of years. I mean, obviously, like San Diego Comic-Con and New York Comic-Con are like staples. They're always going to be there for the most part. But I think they should look for like these medium level cons to go to spice things up, even if they don't have like a full catalog like they did for C2E2.
Good to travel, like these different places. So it'd be great for them to come to like MegaCon to do the Southeast.
Yeah,
either MegaCon or the one in Atlanta. What is that?
I know which one you're talking about. I can't remember the name, but
Collector. No.
One of those two would be great. Like have a couple. Do some.
I think that maybe that's what the vibe was too. There was so many people that got to participate in a Funko event that that never get that opportunity.
It's a new experience for so many people, as opposed to, I feel like also like Emerald City Comic Con, it's located near Funko HQ, so like probably
for most of the country, it's so far.
Yeah, people know about Funko in that area. So like, it's just not like super fresh. So yeah, if they go to like other parts of the country, like if they went to like Nashville Comic-Con or something, like some of these other cons every few years. I think on top of that too, there was a lot of hype, Franny, new character. So a lot of people were hyped about Franny. And the theme, I think the airline theme, and they unveiled the passports. The passports look amazing. And the fact that they're going to be doing the stamps, like they really are setting up themselves for success, like throughout these other cons throughout the rest of the year. Niagara Falls would be perfect for them to go to. Oh my gosh, they would make so many Canadian collectors happy. That would be insane if Funko went to Niagara.
That would be very smart on their part.
They should. Honestly, they should.
Here's our little passport. I didn't even realize that all the booths had the stickers, like the stamps. And unfortunately, we were only there for the one day.
So if you guys go to New York Comic-Con, you need to make your own passport stamp.
Well, yeah, and we got to get our picture because the camera was broken. We were there, so we didn't get a picture either. But you know what's fun?
Our official Slapshot Pop stamp actually just shipped today.
I
So,
also didn't know. I didn't realize that we got an autograph in this. I wasn't even paying attention.
That's
but
amazing.
yeah, this got autographed too, and I didn't even realize it. And I didn't show this in the video actually when we
Yeah.
put our video out the other day. I didn't realize that was in there. So yeah, I
Yeah.
thought it was fun. I thought it was exciting. I thought the announcements were fun, and yeah, a lot of it wasn't pop related, which I get it. I think I kind of was okay with it. I think they made some other announcements this week too. So
There was 2 announcements in particular I'm really excited for. You said you had a couple of slides.
yes,
possibly.
I'm gonna throw these up. So we recapped. Oh, I got to meet
You guys made
Tristan.
the rounds. Look at that.
Yeah, I didn't get
did
to.
you get a recipe? Did you get a new recipe, Vince?
No, I still got my bagel recipe.
Okay.
So I'm all set. I would have liked to meet Mason. And you know what's funny? Mason, if you watch on the replay, I got a clip of you winning something when you were standing in line at the Funko booth. I'm gonna have to send it to him because I realized when I was editing the video that he was standing there and he won something. So if you need that. But
awesome.
I wanted to I threw this in here just to see it because like whenever we see stuff like this, like the prototypes with something that's not been released, are we going to see these? Are we going to see some sodas this year, you think?
Gosh, I hope so. I really hope so.
If we don't see these sodas for some reason, these two protos are going to be worth a lot of money.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like
I feel like they're going to be worth a lot anyway, but
I'm sure Funko 411 has already made an offer to whoever had these to try to get them too as well. I'm sure a couple people probably tried to make offers to like someone to get one of these, but yeah, I mean, this is perfect. This is like hopefully the next wave, either maybe at San Diego Comic-Con. Their anniversary for Back to the Future coming up. Like I feel like perfect time for something like that.
Well, there's also all this rumor for I went down a deep rabbit hole the other day. There's all this rumor for possible Back to the Future 4 and like rebooting the franchise with Tom Holland as Marty McFly's son or grandkid.
Oh, that's a good that would be good casting.
Yeah, so I kind of hope they don't. I think the trilogy's fine, like leave it as it is, but I get it. They want to reboot. I mean, they reboot and add on to pretty much every major franchise now. So
yeah, they do reboot quite a bit.
It'd be a good time though if you, of course, want like Mr. Doc Brown to come back. I mean, do it now before.
Yeah, do it now.
Have a chance to do it and stuff like that, and even Marty to make an appearance. Like, be great to see. Great to see him, Michael J. Fox, in it somehow, some way. That kind of thing. I think that it'd be really awesome if they did like a certain percentage of the proceeds or whatever or went to the Michael J. Fox Foundation or something.
That'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be awesome.
With this soda,
if they did a soda pop for purpose soda or something. Like that.
With this soda, I think there's a very strong chance we will see it. Because the chase and the common both surfaced, I feel like if we only saw like one of them, but I don't know, it just seems too good to be true to see both of these and then not have the actual soda be produced at some point later in the year. So I think we have a good chance.
Yeah, I mean, once you see the like they went through the hassle already, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Unless they lose money with sodas like really bad, like why would they not put it out there? And I hope sodas aren't. I really do hope we're getting at least a few of these each year. Cause like I was looking at my Star Wars sodas today and I was kind of thinking, I'm like, could this be it? Like, could we be done with, cause they started announcing more cancellations of some of the ones that
it's funny you say that because speaking of Star Wars sodas, I believe it's Entertainment Earth and some of these other retailers have updated and they said that apparently Captain Rex is supposed to be up for sale at some point in May, which is very like eye-opening. Like we have no pictures, no leaks, no nothing, but all of a sudden a Captain Rex soda is supposed to be like making an appearance at some point this month. Like
please give us that.
Yeah, and I don't know, Funko's been eerily quiet. Like we haven't really seen anything leading up to May the 4th, so I'm really hoping they drop something cool Star Wars related. Like I know they just teased well, they didn't even tease it. It was on disc trackers like the
Poppin Tea.
Yeah, the light side and dark side bundles, but they're basically just repacks.
Reeboks. Yeah,
Yeah, of
I didn't
existing
even
stuff.
include that because I was kind of bummed out by that.
No, I
Not
was
bummed out, but I hope that's not. I hope they, you know, I feel like they've been doing some good stuff. I hope they take advantage of May the 4th.
They have been doing some good stuff, and they did like there's a vaulted Darth Vader pop coming out with like the card and the pin. Like that's okay,
Yeah.
That
but
came
like
out yesterday, I think.
oh, it did. It came out yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't know. They need something fresh, man. They need something new in the Star Wars department. They've been doing well, but like don't miss your opportunity to make a boatload of money, especially tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. Like I hope something cool is dropping.
Yeah, I hope Vader wasn't that attempt at that. I really, that's what
I
I'm
think
hoping.
also with the sodas, I think they're moving away from the route, like especially if they start keeping the number lower, they'll probably move more to either Funko Shop only or shared a good shared retailer only, one that has dealt with sodas and will do them like a Hot Topic, a box lunch, just like we saw Jiminy Cricket and things like that. Like I think they'll move to cons, Funko Shop, and they might not go to the shops because I think that's where they hurt the most. Is like they didn't have enough for all the retailers, and then they were scrambling for them, and then it was a lot of like probably hassle because of the limited numbers, and then people saw they caught on because at first like hardly any of the retailers had them, and it was like Hot Topic, box lunch, and then like a couple of the bigger shops.
Yeah, GameStop came on a little bit later.
GameStop came on later, but even them, I feel like they've kind of gotten out of a lot of that. But they just had tails, so who knows? You know, they might have some stuff up their sleeve. Entertainment Earth is a distributor, and that's sometimes they might cancel. You're seeing cancellations, but these weren't cancellations of people that put out. These were cancellations of people that were distributors or retailers ordering as distributors. So
when they say cancel, you're canceling with the distributor. You're not necessarily canceling the soda because, like you just said, they can move that to somewhere else. They can move it to the Funko Shop. They
Star Wars Celebration, the Japan one. You know, like who knows?
And I think it all comes down to it's going to come down to piece count with the sodas to I think revive it a little bit. That you know, think about like the originals. What like back in the day, we were getting 6,000 piece and 8,000 piece and 9,000 piece. We weren't getting 9, 12, and 15. I think that, you know, if they've got back to that and if they were making money doing that, if they just get back to that, I think we could start building the hype again. I really do.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love an R2 soda to go with C3PO.
We have to.
I am so excited. This is such a great theme. Like
the theme is amazing.
This is fire. Like all of the mascot pops look awesome. I don't really think we needed to do like honestly, Buccaneers could have been fine. It didn't need to be blacklight, but that's fine. They wanted to sprinkle a little blacklight in. But I'm so excited. I think the treasure boxes as the box of fun is just perfect. I think the fun days like designs, I can already see like a giant pirate ship and like you know, Mike Becker is going to be the captain and all of the other Funko employees are going to be pirates running around. Like this is going to be a lot of fun.
Now, what do you guys think about the 2 days though? Is that good or is it bad?
I mean, they really haven't explained how the 2 days works. Is it you get one ticket and it's for both days, or you have to get separate?
I feel like they're going to do separate
different things.
I think it's fine, honestly, because if they can make more money, they're going to do 2 separate tickets. And I think the idea behind it, at least the way I'm seeing it, is to get twice as many people to a big exclusive event. This is their biggest event of the year, so why not double?
You know what though, John? You know what bothers me a little bit? Listen, I don't want to be that guy because I'd like to just keep everything.
I knew as soon as I thought of the
I would love to keep
like,
everything super positive right now, but you know what bothers me?
Go for it.
Let me tell you what sticks at my craw. There are people that I know for a fact had 3 and 4 time slots at C2E2. I know that's happened at NYCC and SDCC and all that. What you just said, like a double the amount of people, I wish that was going to be the case, but I unfortunately there is got to be
people are going to be going twice.
There's people that get in every single time, and listen, I have no ill will to that. I really don't because personally, I don't want to be standing in lines all cons anyway. And like I collect to collect. I'm not collecting to make a profit. Obviously I open mystery boxes. Obviously I'm not collecting to make a profit. So with that being said, what I worry about is it's just going to give a certain amount of people multiple opportunities to scalp these things. You know what I mean? And it's going to pull even more.
Well, to kind of piggyback off that, I know there's going to be people that go both days, and that's
Yeah,
fine.
for sure.
And
it's okay.
I'm okay with that, because think about it. There's going to be people, just like there is every year. There's people that fly in from around the world to go to this event. What I think Funko should do to try to almost discourage people from going both days is you do the exact same show and you give out the exact same items both days.
It's not going to discourage them. So the people that are going there to flip the stuff, they're going there they want to get double the amount of stuff.
I'm saying this as opposed to if you do 2 different shows, Friday and Saturday, and you give out different items.
Now people, even the people that don't really want to just go for flipping are going to be trying to get
that's what I'm trying to get.
You're right.
That's what I'm trying to get at. If they give out different, very exclusive items both days, you are now going to have an absolute war on your hands for the flippers.
The only good thing is nobody's going to know what you're getting. They're not going to know. Well, maybe they're going to make an announcement and they're going to know. I hope they do like a lottery system, kind of, that's whatever they have been doing. Do something different than that. Maybe do like what they did with the Project Red. Maybe you can do something on a site that's like that. And I really don't know. Listen, I don't know how the nuts and bolts work. I just don't understand. There has to be something to this. And I'm not here to like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here to try to figure that out. It's just, I wish that there was more people that really just loved it to love it. And maybe that's me being naive. And I get it. It probably is being naive. But I just wish everybody really had a fair chance. I mean, I'm not going to SDCC anyway.
Well, unfortunately, let's break it down. There's a percentage of us that no matter what, even if they didn't give away a single item, we just can't afford to go.
Right.
Because it's across, like for us, like we live in Massachusetts. California is the farthest away like possible, with the exception of like Hawaii or Alaska. Like it's on the exact opposite side of the country. So for us to get there initially, you're talking about flights, you're talking about hotels. So at least there is items that you can get to then sell, and then that defrays the cost of you going, and you could just enjoy the experience, and you could sell all the stuff you have, and that would more than pay for the experience. So I think having items there is what makes the event enjoyable, but also at the same time, like there's people who are in this community and they're in this hobby for the people. We enjoy the people, we enjoy the relationships and the friendships. So if any sort of Funko event you go to, like you're already, we're already meeting up with people. We want to see people for the first time. So there's an aspect of it that's important to us. Whereas if you're just going to one of these events to get the items just to sell and make the most money, you don't care about the people. Like you're just pushing past people. You're just trying to get tickets. You're trying to get time slots. You're trying to get the items so you can put as much back in your wallet as possible. So it just comes down to the person, but Funko is going to do what's best for Funko. And I think that this is actually a good move. I'm nervous. I'm definitely nervous to how this is going to shake out. So
yeah, I will say, and I seen the chicken sandwich comment, and maybe this is why it's better that they do the 2 nights. Maybe they realized having one gigantic, gathering, they're just not able to facilitate it the way that it needed to be facilitated. They learned from that mistake and said, you know what, let's do 2 smaller nights instead. You're going to get the same number of people, or maybe close. I don't know exactly how big the venue is going to be. And I don't know if that was announced yet anyway on how many, but I'm super looking forward to this. Like, I'm really excited about SDCC. And we're going to get to some of the other announcements and stuff. It's fun. You know what I mean? I like some of the stuff that they're doing. And the NFT stuff, I'm actually really excited that they're starting to do something outside the box a little bit. And again, we'll get to that. But
yes, that is huge. I'm very excited for that as well.
Yeah, so I love this. I love the theme, like you said. I love the 2 nights. I love that these boxes look amazing, and I
The theme
absolutely
is great, and you know why
can't
this
wait.
theme is important? Because if the theme is great, it doesn't matter what happens in person, because let's face it, 95% of us aren't going to be there in person. So the fact that this theme is great and that all of us here who can just sit and we can watch and we can live stream and we can watch other people's videos, we can go on the Funko Shop that day and hopefully get one of these boxes, which I'm sure are going to sell out very quickly. But that, even if you are lucky enough to get one of these take-home boxes, like, the mascot pops are amazing, and we don't even know, like, Franny's on the box. So, you know, Riley said it, like, yeah, Franny is probably going to have more appearances for San Diego Comic-Con, which is great. So it's exciting on both ends. It's exciting if you're going, it's exciting if you're staying home, it's exciting if you're not going to buy it all and you're just going to watch other people open up their stuff. I think this 2-day thing, ultimately, I want to see it succeed. I anticipate it's going to be like a bloodbath on the secondary market. And that's just, you know what?
It's the
That
way that
keeps
it is.
that keeps Funko relevant. That keeps people engaged. That brings new blood into the hobby. So ultimately, it's good. It just might look bad,
You know, but
for a little bit.
you know, I've said it before too. Like, there's part of me that it bothers me. The other part of me, though, and like I was doing the same thing over the weekend. I was checking out whatnot and seeing what everybody was flipping in for. I'll be honest with you, it kind of made me happy inside a little bit that
Yeah.
there's people so excited to get a con sticker Iron Man that they're going to pay $100 for. I couldn't believe, like, I knew the FOMO was going to be like up there. I didn't think it'd be like up there. I saw people
Three
paying
300.
$250 for Franny.
Yeah, the first Franny that we saw sold at Joanna probably remembers the
I saw
time.
one for 253. I could not believe it.
The first one we saw sell, and apparently was from the first person who went through the Funko line, sold for $385, and the person was standing like at the end of the line and just went
You know
live.
what?
Like, and it was crazy. Like, I was looking at my phone, and Joanna saw it, and she's like, people want her. People want her. Actually, Riley, yes, ours just came today. I don't want to open it yet. We're gonna open it Monday for our video. I'm so excited though.
Yeah, I'm excited. I did not. I was there, and I didn't get to see most of this stuff yet either in person. The only thing we got was Jiminy Cricket, which we opened and from box lunch. We went to our box lunch and we opened a couple for Saturday. That's the only thing I've seen from C2E2, and you know what a fun time. You know what a fun time. What some you know, and I can't wait. I really can't wait for SDCC this year. I'm excited just by them announcing this.
And Vince, it's like what you always say, like, it's exciting to not get stuff. You know, it's
Yeah.
exciting to have stuff to chase and stuff to hunt. So I have every confidence in the world that there is going to be stuff inside these boxes that is going to be very expensive, very limited, and probably stuff that we won't get our hands on for maybe years to come.
Yeah,
But hey,
and
I'm up
I'm
for the
good with that
challenge.
as well.
All right, pick your character right now. What one?
Krakens.
I'm cracking as well. Oh, John, did
Kraken.
we just
I
become
love-
I
best
think
friends?
I think
We're all best
Kraken's
friends?
gonna be the first one to sell out.
I
I think so
Kraken.
too. That's why I'm
Kraken
gonna go for the
already.
little toucan
I like the
guy.
shark dude too.
I love the
like
fact
shark.
that
little
Krakens has
parrot.
the bandana. He's got the tentacles, the sword, the hook,
And he has the
and the
crown.
crown. Oh,
The
it is
crown.
just perfect. I mean, but honestly, I think I'm gonna get 3 out of 4 of these mascots. I'm not in love with the Buccaneers, but I love the other 3. The
I will
Pirates.
try. I mean, we only got the one box last year, which I was grateful that we just got the one because I remember having to do that from the road. But man, I thought they killed it last year. I loved the theme last year, but this year might even be better. And I really did. I loved the theme from last year. So
Yeah. Sheila, the only reason I'm not open for any now is just because I'm in like full Star Wars mode, and when we shift gears going back to C2E2, like, then I want to fully engulf myself in C2E2, but right now we're just all in on Star Wars. That's where my brain's at right now. So
I feel you. So guys, what did you guys think of these? What did you think about, you know, I think these are kind of cool. Am I being weird for thinking? I think this is a great idea. I think to make a little bit of money from, like, maybe not your core demographic, I think this is the way to go after the kids with some of these mini things.
Can I tell you something? They're not hitting. I don't know if they're hitting the kids, but
Are
I
they just
walked.
hitting us?
No, I walked into work the other day, And honest to God, and I wanted to say something, but then I was like, I don't know. This could go one of 7 ways. So I didn't say anything, but honest to God, I walk into work 2 days ago, 3 days ago, whenever it was, and there's a girl who, a woman who works in my office, and she is stacking the biddies on her desk, and she has a tower of like 7 of them.
Jen, be honest, were you pumped up?
I was super pumped up.
Yeah.
I was like, let's go. Like, she's like, in her 30s, I think. I'm so bad at telling ages and everything.
God,
but
I
I'm
hope
like,
she's in her 30s and not her 20s.
people are loving the biddies. I think people underestimate. And I actually think that that's why Funko is leaning more into the biddies and not in the sodas. And I don't think it has to do with cost. I think they're stretched thin, and then you could definitely tell that by the C2E2 panel. They got a lot going on with Loungefly and Mondo and everything. So I get the vibe that they're not necessarily going away from sodas. It's just they're leaning into stuff that's, I'm sure this is very cheap for them.
Well, this is a retailer market heaven.
Yeah.
Like, this goes in every single retailer they have. This can go on all the shelves. You have the mystery ones. And then you have the little set ones that go into your bigger retailers. But you have the mystery ones, which can go right in front of any register at any comic book shop, any whatever. And kids will be like, oh, I want, a Harry Potter one or a Star Wars one. Or
if they made one
like,
tweak,
I want 5 of those.
If they made one tweak to this and treated them like they did with the mystery minis, or do it like what they do with Adorables, where you have the ultra rares and the mega rares, they would kill this stuff. Like, I would be buying these. I don't we'll buy the packs. I'm looking at my biddies right now. I got biddies all over the place over here. I love my Freddy biddies. I do. I love all this stuff that's over here.
I think so, to piggyback on that, Vince, because I agree with you 100%. There needs to be like 1 out of 36s, 1 out of 72s, 1 out of 100.
Yeah, do it in the blind packaging, not in the 4-packs. Make me buy 10 of these.
If they can take it 2 steps further, I think they would be selling out of these like crazy, because I think we're moving away. Like, people want smaller items because they can collect more of them. They can put them on their shelves at home. They can put them on their desks at work, and they don't take up a lot of space. I think they need to make the ultra rares. I think they need to make biddies. They could do the same molds, but give us biddies variants that don't exist as regular pops. So then people have to get that version of Harry Potter. They have to get that version of Han Solo. They have to get that version of XYZ.
Yeah, that's next level. Now, now they're killing it. Right.
It could be same mold, but like that different outfit or that color scheme doesn't exist as a pop or a soda already. The other thing that I really think they should do, and maybe this would drive people crazy, but I think they should do a completely blind 4-pack of biddies. Now they do like the 3 you can see, right? It's the 3 you can see and the 1 is blind. Do a completely blind one and just say, like, these are all the possible pulls, but it's completely blind.
But it's got to be completely mixed too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. No,
you don't want to get a blind packaging that you get the same 4. Like, you got to be able to mix them up. And like the single ones, they do that single like retail packaging type of thing, which I think is a beautiful thing. I mean, I used to buy the stupidest things at some of the, like, I can't remember what they were called, but they're little like NFL figures, but they had certain ones that like, me and my son used to buy like 40 of these things at Walgreens. I used to go to Walgreens like 5 times a week just to pick these up to try to get the chases. Like, I think that they would kill it if they did this with the Biddy Pops. And honestly, I like these rides. I like the idea of rides. I think that they look kind of cool inside there. And
make some rides they haven't made too, like we've talked about.
Yeah. Make different stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I think this is I think it's a good idea. And I hear a lot of positive talk about the Biddy, but yeah, I hope they don't replace sodas. Let's get some sodas still.
No, I hope they don't. I don't think they're going to replace sodas. I just feel like they're leaning into more of these products instead of giving sodas like a full wave, because Funko only has so much. Every company only has so much money for marketing and development and, paying the designers, and the designers only have so much time, to work on whatever product development they're working on. So.
And then we got Jumbo Chan.
It looks awesome.
This looks super cool. Like, super cool, I think.
I love the branding of it. The box of it just looks like this is done well. This looks really good. this beats out Fred any day for me.
You know what's
Really.
funny about this one too? I didn't hear all the negative comments about this as much as we got with the Project Fred, which is weird because,
Cheaper than Project Fred,
but not
He
by a
looks
lot.
better. Not by a lot, but the branding looks better. Like everything kind of is just is different enough too. I think from what they've been doing.
Yeah.
But also this fits a lot of like that genre. Really like the collectibles that fit this style.
Are you going to get this, Josh? Because you sound pretty into this right now.
I mean, I think it looks really good, and for it being, you know, what is it, 1,200 pieces?
1,200 pieces.
Now, will they have a chase or anything?
No, I don't see, and that's where
I think that's where they missed out.
I think that's where they missed out, and I got another slide slid in here, and we'll talk about that when we get to it. But I think that is where they, you know, at the price, because I believe this was $249, correct? And Project Fred's like $299. So at $249, like, I think that it's an amazing figure, but no chance of chase is, I think, a lot tougher sell. And, you know, 1,200 pieces is still a good low amount.
I think it'll sell out though.
I think it'll sell. I do think it will.
Yeah,
I think it will sell out too.
Quick.
1,200 pieces is not that much. I think that they will sell out, and I think it's super cool. Probably not for me, but I do love it. I love the way that this looked, and then, you know, now seeing some of the Project Fred stuff coming out, yeah, I think that this might even look a little bit better. So yeah, I think it's cool.
Yeah, this is it's cool. It's not for me. It's I don't know. I'm not in love with it, but I know that a lot of people really like it.
You're more of the classic.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just something about the look. Like, I want to like it. I really do. And I was listening to Mike Becker talk about it, and I was really resonating with everything he was saying about how he went about creating it, and, you know, learning about the Japanese culture and everything. I don't know. I'm not in love with it. It's just missing something for me. I can't put my finger on it. Maybe it's just a little bit too big. I think if it was like a little bit smaller, like if it was a little bit bigger than a pop, but not this size.
I mean, it's 14 inches, so it's actually it's bigger than Project Fred.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I think if it was like 6 inches, I would be all in. But the 14 inches, I think that's the thing that's really scaring me.
The size more than the price. If it was 6 inches and $199, would you be into it?
Yeah, actually, if it was 6 inches and $199, yeah, I would do it, because the 1,200 piece count, and I really like the box design and everything, and the way the figure actually looks. Yeah, I'm not scared of the price. I'm scared of the size.
I think the size though is not. It's not always for your typical collect. I think this kind of piece is an art statement piece. More so, it is like a bigger designer toy type piece. The look of it, the style of it, all these kind of things matter, and it looks really good in a collection that you might not have 100 pops, but you have 50. You know, you have 20 things that look really good that you like. You know,
I would definitely like it if he was holding a lightsaber, for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah,
but no,
can't get past that.
The way, so I was actually surprised by the price, the way Mike Becker was talking about it, and the way they were promoting and everything, and the 1,200 piece count limited edition. I was expecting it to be 500, and I think it would still sell out at 500. There's a lot of collectors who really want this, so I think this is going to sell out in like 2 minutes, or I don't know how they're going to do it. If they're doing it with the lottery,
they'll probably do what they've been doing with the Project Fred. I could see them doing it that way at this
point. I'm very surprised. Like, it seems like Funko is really getting a very strong and very positive reaction from some of these hardcore collectors that want more Project Fred. They want more of these like one-off, super limited, highly detailed figures. So I think they've found a nice little niche market within a niche market.
Yeah, style-wise, I like this one better than Project Fred, personally.
I do. Yeah, this is way better, in my opinion, than the Coca-Cola and Sprite figures.
Now, Coca-Cola and Sprite, yes. The big boy, I'm still super bummed that I did not get one. And when we get to my slide, I'm going to show you why. But
did you guys see the I'm sure we'll talk about it, the Chase Big Boy?
Yes, sir. That's why. That's why
Stupid money.
that's exactly what. And what did I say? I said this right here.
You
I
did.
knew,
You did say it,
and
yeah.
everybody, I think everybody that was going for it that wasn't like huge into it is exactly why. And I think that's probably why they sold out of the Coke. Now think about Coca-Cola. I think that's even bigger. Do you know what I mean? But I think there's we could talk about that a little bit more when we get to it. But yeah, I think that's exactly it. But I think this is a super cool character. I like the design. I like that like look. You know, probably won't get it for me. I'm not afraid of the size because the size doesn't matter for me one way or the other. I think on this one I'm a little bit more afraid of the price for me on this one because I love it. I just don't love it enough.
I think it's just at this point in our collecting career, like space is a precious commodity.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, I bought an $80 poster today that I don't even know have a place for it, but I love to see like that was my jam. Like that was my number one thing. I don't even have a clue where I'm putting it yet. I'm gonna have to figure that out. And I think some people will pick this up with that same kind of philosophy. They have no room. They don't know where they're gonna put it, but they love it that much. This might just not be there for me, but I do think that one is awesome. What I also think is awesome is what they did here. I love that they're revamping the they need to start doing some of this special stuff because really, I've said it before with especially with the NFTs, the grails are what sells the packs out. If the grails are fantastic, the packs sell out. Why? Because people are shooting for that grail. Because it's crazy to me, like even on this last drop, the horror drop, which they didn't sell out, but they didn't burn very much. There was only maybe 1,500 packs or something like that of the standard packs left, which is not that many. But when the grails are like really solid, people will just try that gamble. You know what I mean? They will go after it. Now here's a gamble, but it's not a gamble. Like there's only 499 of these mythic packs, and basically you're getting $60 in value anyway.
Yeah.
Because you're getting 30 cards, and if you had to buy 2 packs, technically if you bought 2 premium packs, you would get 34 cards. You're getting 30 cards, and you're guaranteed this, a 499 piece, our first 10-inch Freddy. Like, these are no-brainers. These I think are going to sell immediately.
I think this is another big reason why I'd rather spend my money on this instead of the previous Jumbotron figure we just looked at, because I have to have this. This Freddy is so cool. It's like a mix of like anime and Transformers and Freddy Funko all mixed into one. I will be honest, for the first like 12 seconds I saw this, I was super sour that this was a 10-inch. But then when I saw the official glam shot, like a couple minutes later, I was all in. Like, I think this is amazing. I think it's unique. I think it's awesome that it's guaranteed with every single pack. So yeah,
I think it's everything that the NFTs should be. You know what I mean? That's why I was okay that this.
Well, so Vince, and the way, so I like, correct me if I'm wrong with how I interpreted the announcement. So this is guaranteed, but there's still going to be other redeemables in this run that we don't know about yet.
Yes, because I mean they got another 45,000 packs here, so there better be
a lot of packs.
There was what looked like to be Franny as Sailor Moon on the front of the pack.
I heard that.
I hope that if that is true, oh my god!
We should see that probably tomorrow. We should start seeing some leaks of it.
Gosh, I hope so.
They usually leak it by like tomorrow. Tonight, maybe even we'll see a leak.
Yeah, because this is what, not next week, but the week after. Like, this is around the corner.
That's what I'm saying. It's coming up quick.
Oh, dude, and I didn't even mention, and the fact this glows in the dark, like this is exactly what they need to do. Take NFTs to the next level. Like, I'm so excited.
Yeah, and I think it's cool to be guaranteed something. You're guaranteed a physical thing.
Yes.
And really, like, look at it this way. There's only 400. Listen, say what you want about the Chan and the Freddy and that kind of thing. This is $499, which is pretty limited piece.
You're
basically getting it for $60.
That's like a 24 piece.
If you're not the first 499 people in, you're not going to get it.
Yeah, no, that is like ridiculously rare.
Yeah, so this, and I love this. This is a great move. As a business, I think it's a great move on Funko's part. You know, to grab that because, and really, they're not even really taking advantage that much. Because, like I said, $60 is basically where you're paying for it. You would pay $40 or $45, whatever the 10 inches are at this point. Like, they're not even really I feel like the pack price is almost too low. And I'm listen, don't raise it. Don't listen to us on this one, Funko. But I almost feel like they could have charged 149 or 179, and I could have justified paying that still.
I don't think they'll mind because most of these will then just go back. I guarantee at least 100 to 200 of these will go back on the market and be sold.
Oh yeah, people flipping
like
it.
Whoever gets these, if they're in, you're just gonna double or triple your money, if not more, because you're guaranteed something.
Yeah,
they could either open the pack. They could do one of two things. They could sell this pack, or they could open the pack and sell the card and see if you hit anything else as well too. I don't know.
You're getting 30 cards that you could still have a chance at redeemables out of it. Like you're not just getting this. You're getting.
You could get a grail too.
If you would have jumped forward in the future to like the end of May and you would have told me that like no, you are going to be way more excited for the Funame NFTs than the Star Wars NFTs, I would have been like, no, what are you smoking? Like, no, there's no way that's going to be the case. But that is the case, and here we are. Downtown Funko Pop has a great question. Will you be able to buy that pack plus regular packs?
After checkout, probably.
Yeah, I think what they're going to probably
grab the mythic pack, check out, right, and then go back.
Yeah, I wonder how they're going to work that, because usually they have like a max that you're going to spend, that you're allowed to spend, and maybe they up it for this one, or are they able to just let you buy this one pack, and
I don't see why not up it, because you're still going to only get 2 premium, and you know what?
There's a lot of packs in this too.
There's a lot of packs. They need to sell as many as they can.
Yeah, I would think that they're going to up this, and Riley, I don't believe this is a drop exclusive. This is going to be on. This is going to just be a regular drop, which is smart. I would not do drop exclusives unless they have to. I think it's still believe it or not, it's too new for people still for the drop exclusive. It turns a lot of people off.
Disney and Star Wars were the only ones, right? Like,
yes,
because of probably licensing issues. Other stuff, they still make money off of people buying it on the aftermarket. So why not have a competitive aftermarket? And they did that with spastic plastic ones that just came out not long ago. That came out after Disney. So it's not like Funko products are only going to drop. I can't wait to see what else is in here. I doubt the packs will sell out. The regular, standard, and premium will sell out.
They'll sell out. They will if there's a Franny as Sailor Moon.
Yeah, I wonder how they're going to do that though. Is it going to be a license thing? Because what they might do is just like a cosplay thing. Like she might look like Sailor Moon, but not be Sailor Moon.
Yeah, she might be like Franny as like Funko Moon or something.
Or as Anime Girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Which is so cool though. I think that's so cool. I hope that's let's get that ball rolling with that.
Heck yeah.
This is going to be a fun drop. I'm looking forward to it. I like that they did something outside the box. I think they could get even more creative with it this year. There's definitely ways that they could make this a little more interesting. If they started like they do, like I got a couple of cards the other day, and I don't even know what if you hold certain cards after a certain amount of time, they'll just drop stuff into your wallet. Sometimes they're rare and whatever, they're limited. If they started doing that with some of the legendary stuff, or some of the redeemable type things, like if you're holding X amount of cards or a card from this set from 2 years ago, you're going to get a Funko Pop or something like that. People are going to start adding stuff to their, you know what I mean? They'll start picking up some of these that are, they're not worthless, because I've started going back and collecting like sets of the cards that really don't hold a lot of value after the coins are dropped and that kind of thing. I think there's ways that they could liven this up a little bit, and I love that they did this. I think this is a good way to start getting people excited about.
I think it would be really cool if somehow they start randomly dropping something for like people that holds a certain card with a certain number or something like that. Like, randomly, like you get something like you already get that like Freddy card sometimes, that like Randy card, but do that with only like a smaller number of stuff. imagine like people that might keep a hold of those or the coins. Like, okay, you know,
I've gone back and picked up coins from every set.
coin 45 through 60, get this special like pin set or whatever.
Yep.
You know, it could be something just not even a full Funko like Freddy or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I would love to see him start doing that stuff. But I love what they did here, and I'm looking forward to it. We're only 2 weeks away, which is crazy.
Did you grab horror, by the way, Vince?
Did I grab horror? Yes, I did.
WB? Yeah.
We actually, I think I got 5 packs, which I got to decide if we're going to do a video. The only reason we might not do a video is just because we have the auction coming up, the charity stuff, and we got so many boxes to open. And maybe we'll do a bonus video. Maybe we'll put out a Sunday video if we think that there's any.
I was going to do a shorter video with them. I opened them and recorded, so I might do that shorter video.
Yeah, we might do it still because we still have the April Fool's packs we haven't opened, and I plan on opening them at this point. So we got to figure that out. So speaking of horror, look at that! Look at this segue.
Look at that transition.
Look at that transit. I thought that these, and this is where I kind of
pretty well actually.
Yeah, and like the legendaries are not super expensive.
No, and they only got rid of not even that many of the standard packs. Like I was really surprised.
I was surprised that they sold as many as they did too. I thought this would be a good drop. I just don't expect a sellout for the most part. Scooby Doo, though, depending on how many packs they put out for that and what those legendaries are, I could see that being.
So I think that was a huge bummer. I don't know what they're doing with Scooby Doo, but there was people like begging in the chat for a Scooby Doo reveal or a Scooby Doo NFT announcement. Yes. I really think they kind of dropped the ball by not having anything Scooby-Doo except for like the Loungefly backpack. Because, somebody gave me a heads up. There is Netflix is making a new live action Scooby-Doo series apparently. So clearly there's enough Scooby-Doo hype for them to make a new series. I mean, Scooby-Doo is always a strong fandom, but
Scooby-Doo goes through so many generations.
Yeah. I just think that they really should have, because they talked about so much NFT stuff. They should have just shown one redeemable or something.
They should have. I mean, they missed out on 2 things, I think, and I don't know if you have the other slide coming up here. Another big reveal that came this week, Vince. But
tell me what the reveal is in
the game.
I do have that. We will talk about that. Yes, because actually,
Josh,
me and your
how could they
are
not announce this at C2E2? How could they not talk about this at all at C2E2?
I think that was designed. I think they did that on purpose because
not to crowd too much into it.
Yeah, because when they dropped this, like there was a lot of non-Funko coverage with this, like just from the gaming community. So I think that was designed on purpose. I just don't think they wanted this because it's such a big thing and it's a separate thing. They just didn't want it to be lost in the shuffle of C2E2.
I love that this is coming to fruition.
Yeah, no, this is really
cool. I
cool.
also think that this looks like a fun game.
It looks awesome.
What do you think about the pops? Are you happy to see a line of pops along with it? I've seen people very excited about a couple of these.
I think the fact that there's chases is extremely smart on their part.
Unique molds.
Yep.
Different boxes. That He-Man might be one of the best He-Man pops that they've ever made, honestly. Like, there's some good He-Man stuff, like He-Man himself, but this might be the best mold that they've ever made of He-Man.
I mean, I played a lot of Lego Dimensions, and I played a lot of Lego Dimensions and Skylanders. I like Skylanders a lot, too, like when they were out. And, you know, this is smart for them to tie the physical into the virtual. Lego did it for a while with Lego Dimensions and stuff like that. I think it's really good. This will be interesting because I went on there and looked, and it's on for PlayStation 5, Xbox X, and Switch. But I noticed Switch had a way later release date. It was like November or something like that. This is September. So I don't know if that will change or why it was like that. I think it might have been on, I think I looked on Amazon or something like that just to check it out. But I figured mean, I definitely want to. I mean, this would be a fun game, definitely to play. I definitely want to check it out. The figures look good. I love the universal lineup of stuff. There's such unique stuff from Jaws to Back to the Future to horror they got in there to Jurassic Park, and then stuff we really haven't seen like we've seen Shaun of the Dead, but we haven't seen Hot Fuzz. So those kind of things, like we're gonna see some Funkos that we haven't seen in any lineups as well too.
Yeah, and there's some hype behind it. And again, smart on their part. They're along with the game, they've got released some cool collectibles that like people are excited about it, and it gives you kind of a different line that they could go way down a rabbit hole. I'm sure with this too, with the amount of characters that just look at this cover. How many different characters are in there? There's characters I didn't really expect to see.
Yeah,
on this cover, like they can do pops with all these, and it's going to feel, even though like He-Man's a great example. There's already 6 or 7 or 8 different He-Man, but like this is a nice twist on it. It's a fun little twist, different box, that kind of deal. I think that this is cool, and they're able to put the collectibles along with it. I think this is going to be cool. This should be fun. I think I'm looking forward to this.
And kudos to them too for coming up with a really cool, very distinguishable box design. Like, because we already have regular pops, and you have blacklight pops, and you have NFT pops, and they all have their like own individual look and very cool coloring and box art. But these definitely stand out to where like you look at it and everybody will be able to tell, okay, that's a Funko Fusion pop.
Yeah, and Chase is in there. Like, yes, this is done right. I love this. I love everything about what they did.
If you can bridge the gap between physical collectors, which is most of us, and gamers and people who enjoy this type of content and media, they're going to be able to take this. And I'm excited to see where this goes. This could be a really nice wild ride.
Yeah, and I want to see the actual gameplay. I mean, I'd seen the trailer or whatever you want to call it that they released. I feel like the gameplay looks kind of fun. So, and I've had a couple people message me and are really excited about this and looking forward to it. So this is cool. I like this.
Yeah, this is awesome.
I've liked a lot of stuff tonight. I'm kind of surprised that I feel like this is almost too positive. Can we get a negative? Let's see what the next slide is. Nope. This I like too. Guys, do you see?
I give you a negative. Why the heck are we charging shipping?
Yeah, well, maybe they didn't think it would get to that. This is actual bid. That's not what somebody's asking.
They knew it was going to get this high. Come on.
Yeah, you know what? And so did I. I knew. I see somebody post a picture of the Chase Freddy like this next to the 24-piece Freddy, and guys, there's people that buy those 24-piece Freddys for 15, 20 grand. I knew that this was going to be crazy. And I'll straight up, like if I would have got the Chase, well, maybe I wouldn't have kept the Chase for this. Maybe I wouldn't have kept the Chase. I would have sold the Chase and bought the regular one. I wanted this one. It wasn't because of the Chase. I really wanted this figure because I thought it was cool for our collection. Like it would have fit in perfect. But now that we said, well, now that I looked at, I'm actually like reevaluating everything right now. You're right. The Jumbo Chan Freddy does look a lot like, I like it as a figure a lot better than this one. It depends, I think, what they do with the licensing, because I think the licensing, past the Coke and Sprite one, because unless you're Coke and Sprite people, I didn't really understand that. This I loved. I'm going to be curious to see how they do this in the future. But if the Chases sell for anywhere around that, you're going to have a sellout pretty much every time with this piece. So,
well, I mean, good for this guy.
What number is this?
He's getting 10 times his money.
It just says low number.
Well, no,
I'm curious
every figure.
Number.
Yeah, every figure is individually numbered on the certificate.
I mean, there's only.
I know. I need that little certificate. So if it's like one of like the first one, then yeah, I could see it being the most expensive.
Yeah.
What was it? Was it 75?
75, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think Josh was were you asking like what individual number this was out of the 75?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we all know, like, if somebody gets 1 out of 75, I feel like if you get 1 out of 75, or 75 out of 75. Those are going to be the most valuable
Yeah.
chases.
Yeah, and wow, $3,500, and there's other ones that are on there starting at 2,500. But I'm not surprised, guys. It's a different, again, it's a different mark,
Only
like not a
75 of
different.
them.
There's a different level to collector. Like I see it all the time. There's a bunch of Facebook groups that I'm sure you guys are in as well, and you see the kind of money people throw around. Like I wish, like it can't be me, but people love this stuff, and good for them. This is super rare.
Yeah.
I wish I would have got one of these, but because I'm not paying $350. I could have made peace with $299 with a chance at a chase like this, but I don't think I would pay. And I'm going to be curious to see what the common ones, what they sell for, what they actually sell for. I haven't looked yet to see what's actually sold, but I'm going to be curious to see how the common sell
I'm
when you
really
don't have
embarrassed.
that chance to chase.
I'm kind of embarrassed. I kind of regret not trying to buy this now.
See, look
Yeah,
at me.
I'm definitely kicking myself a little bit. It's not even because of the price. It's just because I think this one looks so much better than the Coke and Sprite. But if they
Yes,
come out with another Freddy style, like more Freddy style and not more like what's the word I'm looking for? Like I don't
more
like
artist rap, like artist
yeah.
series.
Yeah,
Yeah,
more if
I'm
it's
with
more
you.
if it's more Freddy and not brand, like
Yeah,
branding.
I'm with you. I will. I'm not saying I won't try for one of these again, but it's gonna have to fit into our they. When we were at C2E2, they had those giant Batman Dorbs. Then they had some of the maybe they were 24-inch Freddies from back in the day. One of them had like a Batman suit on or something like that. There might have been an Iron Man one. I could be making this up in my head. I might have seen it somewhere else at some point. But if they started doing stuff like that, like I could get behind something fun like that. Like
Yeah.
I love this one. I don't love the Coke ones. I'm interested to see what they're going to do next, and I would try for it at some point.
So Mason says the box on the outside spoils what you got.
Yeah,
Is
you're
that the
right.
case?
Actually, Mason, good point. I did see the box, and the box shows it shows that you have the chase because the box does have the blue
Which
stripe.
box? Like this one?
Yeah, does it not?
Well, it's red.
Oh no, it's red. This is
This is blue. This is the blue chase. Or is he talking about like the Sprite and Coke? Well, those haven't come out yet.
yeah. That's a good question, Mason. What do you mean by that? Because now I thought I saw I'm remembering. Now I'm not remembering. I
Oh,
thought I saw the blue on
oh,
it.
the one is shipped in the sorter. Oh, that's kind of
Oh,
that's kind of lame.
Yeah.
Definitely
that is
spoils any
lame.
sort of content you want to make.
That was like a kind of big reason for me. That would have been not really a
Well,
big
yeah,
reason.
that's kind of why I'm like kicking myself, being like, oh man, this would have kind of been like a really fun video, and then like if we got the chase, or even if we got the common, like this would be a cool piece of Funko history. Like, now I'm kicking myself, but
Yeah.
oh well.
Hey, que sera, sera. I tried for it and I didn't get it anyway. So
True.
I do
Yeah,
like the certificate that it comes with, though. It
I
has a nice,
do.
like,
yeah,
Yeah, I really
foil
like that
stamp and
too.
a holographic stamp, hologram stamp, a,
Yes.
like, sticker on it. It says the number, the quantity total, the chase quantity, what number you got out of it. I think that's what they need to do with these limited pieces of
Well,
any
it
any
takes
of the
the
pop.
collectible up another notch to
Yeah,
where frankly it should be for the upfront retail cost. And I feel like
yeah,
when they do things like that, then I have no issue like paying the higher cost because it's
yeah.
like it's in the next level of collectibles. Like it goes from being like just a collectible to like a piece of like history. Like I don't know what the next word of like
I
what
mean,
is
you
the
think
next
about it,
step
they did it with
for
the
collectible.
Hakaris. Like they should do that with this. They should do it with the Chan figure. They should do that with their high-end stuff.
Yeah.
Because even if there's no chase, like I would expect them to be individually numbered.
That's true, Wayne. I did get Franny. That's enough Funko history for this month. Yes.
so on the outside it says card number. This person has 008 of 675. So
Yeah.
if you have
Oh,
card
That's tough.
number 010, or 10 out of 75, that's how you know you got the chase
Yeah.
card number. It has it written on there.
yeah. Well, we're going to see how these sell over the next whatevers. So then we had that was pretty much it for the announcements. We had a couple of the drops this week. We got the Inside Out 2. Looking forward to the movie.
Looking forward to the movie. We weren't in love with these pops. I like anxiety and embarrassment, but I don't like the way Joy looks.
I'll be honest, I like the OG Joy better. I like
the
the way
OG
that
wave.
those look.
The OG wave is much better. What's up, Jeremy?
It's a lot better. Yeah. Well, I don't want to say a lot better than these because I haven't seen the movie yet. I got to give it a chance, but I thought that these were okay.
I love the character design for anxiety. Like, haven't seen the movie yet, of course, but I can already tell I love anxiety.
I can feel anxiety. I feel it.
Yeah.
I love this thing. Something about like and I've said this to my wife many a times that the only horror stuff that we've been buying or that I've been buying lately has been the blacklight. I love the Halloween. Like, there's something about the Halloween vibe. Like, anything I could stick with the Halloween stuff. I love this. I had to include this just because I love this pop so much. But I love the pop itself, and now you get the little bird with it. I think this is fantastic.
The buddy pop is always a nice.
I think it just hit box lunch too, right? Like in store.
Did it?
I saw local box lunch posted.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to go there. I got some box lunch money to spend.
Yeah, use your lunch money, everyone.
Just wish they would just move the sticker over just a little bit so we can see the buddy pop. That's all.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
I know that's nitpicking. It's very
no, but you're right. You're 100% right. I've said it before. Or do with the get creative with the packaging. Prop that guy up there. You're gonna have it an exclusive. Prop him up there.
There you go.
They've done it before. Something about the Smurfs. I love the Smurfs. I always love the Smurfs, but they all look the exact same to me.
Well, no, the original line, they're all very distinguishable, but there's something about like this line. Yeah, Joanne and I looked at
their eyes and nose and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, they just these don't do it. This is another. We felt the same way. Like Inside Out and the Smurfs wave, we were like the OG waves are better.
Yeah, I'm there with you. I included these because I wanted to talk about them real briefly, but like
I look at that line number. That's what drives me crazy. It's 15, 16, 15, 19 now. Yeah. How many are in this line? Like, it's getting crazy.
Is that it?
Even know. Is there animation? A new Smurfs movie coming out?
I don't know.
Or they just made these
coming out, or anniversary, or some new. Maybe they're gonna revamp.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, what are these released?
Like, what sparked all of a sudden? Like, hey, we need some more Smurfs. So.
I mean, I do like Smurfette. I think that chase is cool.
Oh man, downtown! I am so jealous. You got your Funkoween NFT pops.
Oh,
they look so good. They look so good. Oh my gosh! Now these are amazing.
These are amazing. Yeah. I love Garfield.
So there's going to have to be one of these flocked. Like the one with the bear is going to have to be flocked exclusive.
Flock them all. Just make flock versions of them all. I want the one of him with his mug and the bunny slippers so bad. I love that one so much.
I think all three of these are absolutely fantastic. I used to love Garfield. I used to get the little books. Remember the like rectangular, and then they have the cartoon like cells in it. Like, I used to read these things. It's pretty much the only thing I read as a kid, and maybe I could have used some different books to get more smarter or something like that. But I love Garfield. He's like my spirit animal for sure.
And now, once again, is there like a Garfield movie coming out or something? Or they just said, hey.
No, I think they're just going back to the 80s and just pulling stuff out. Remember, we were talking about remakes earlier? We're just getting Garfield. We're getting Smurfs.
Oz. They got Garfield now.
We haven't had any gummy bears in a while. Let's do that guy. We got Naruto. I just included there's a whole wave of Naruto. And these are just the exclusives. There's like another 6 or 7 of these that I did not include the slide in because I didn't want to have to say all those names more. But man, did they hit this set hard. The amount of pops that are in the Naruto line is unbelievable to me.
Growing quick. Growing very quick.
Oh, Chris Pratt's going to be Garfield?
Oh, there you go. Memorial Day weekend. Okay. Thank you, Anna.
Get out of here. Where have I been? Under a rock?
There is a new
probably.
Garfield movie. Okay. All right. Good to
I
know.
like that. And John, I think this was my last slide. I had to include this. We got May the 4th. I'm hoping that this is like.
I'm scared that this is the
I hope
drop.
this is just
the
not
May the
it.
4th drop.
This is the pop for May the 4th.
That is.
This
Or no,
probably
it's gonna
is.
come
That's
out
why I put it
Friday.
in there.
Probably going to actually come out Friday.
for tomorrow. Yeah.
Now I'm
I
gonna
know.
say a positive and a negative real quick. Positive. I really liked all the 2-packs as they've come out with recently. I think they're like by itself, I think that this is cool. But the amount of like Darth Mauls and even in Darth Mauls and like 2-packs and that kind of thing, it's just not super exciting, right?
Yeah, I'm torn on this just because, gosh, they always find another way to make another Darth Maul pop. It's impressive. We already got the Duel of the Fates deluxe set, but
Right.
I get it. Like, people don't like deluxe. I just think it's so much better because you can combine them all, and you have Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan and Darth Maul, and it resembles the scene much better. I mean, but this is cool. I do like this. I want to, and it fits. It fits for the Phantom Menace anniversary this year and everything. I just feel like this was like a check the box kind of pop. So
that's my point. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's just not something to get super excited about. Like I said, I think they've done some great 2-packs. Like if you take just the 2-packs that released over the last 12 months, you'd have like a killer wall, a killer Star Wars wall with the 2-packs just from the last year.
Yeah, between the Darth Maul 2-pack, the pre-Vizsla,
you that had Darth Maul in it too. You got Qui-Gon with the Darth Maul and Dooku, I believe that they had.
Yeah, Dooku and Anakin. Yeah, it's crazy how like it's like Maul just makes his way into every pop line.
You got Captain Rex.
Yeah,
like there's a lot of I couldn't believe when I started thinking about all the 2-packs that they've had. And is this going to be it? Is this May the 4th that we're going to get this year? Is this going to be the? Is that going to be it, or are we going to see something else? I don't know.
I hope we get something else. Like
I don't think we'll get anything else on May the 4th. Actually, I think they have their sale going on. They'll have the things. I don't know.
You think they'll announce anything? Maybe I would love an announcement. Like, don't give us anything. Maybe they just put the completely that was a Funko shop. But announce
soda on the Funko shop.
Announce something fun.
I would love, like, can you imagine if they just pulled like a complete 180 and then just like dropped like a Darth Franny tomorrow or something, like just completely like no one saw it coming, no one knew anything about it, just straight like 2,000 piece Darth Franny, $15 sold out.
Or you know what they do instead? They do the whole $30 pre-order and a protector kind of thing.
That's fine too.
That would be fine
drop
too.
That because all they have to do is have a concept design of it.
Yeah.
Pre-sell it and they could get it out there. So
yeah.
But in reality, it'll probably be none of that.
It'll probably be the vaulted and the Qui-Gon 2-pack. But yeah, amen. Can we get some Bad Batch season 3 pops? Yeah, 100%. Franny is Ventress. That would break the internet. Riley says, well, do y'all like it if they released a Freddy Star Wars pop on the Funko Shop for the 4th, limited or not? Or would you rather it be pure Star Wars? I'm good either way, but I know some people would probably want it to be pure Star Wars.
Yeah, I don't think that they're gonna. I would love anything.
Yeah,
I'm gonna just throw it out there. I'd love anything, quite honestly. I feel like the last couple of years we haven't really got anything. I would love just an announcement of something cool. I don't even. Maybe like we were talking, what you said earlier, John. Maybe we get the announcement that this Captain Rex soda that I've heard about for the last 18 months. Maybe they just say, "Hey, guys, Captain Rex soda is going to be releasing in 2 weeks on the Funko Shop," or drop the Captain Rex tomorrow. There we go. That would be fantastic.
I think it's just eerily frustrating as the years go on because obviously Star Wars is a very popular franchise. I am definitely more on the bias side as I sit here in a Mandalorian jersey. But we've had so much Star Wars content, like Bad Batch season finale just came out, a series finale, which I haven't seen yet, so please don't spoil it. But
I haven't either.
you know, with Bad Batch wrapping up, we have the Acolyte coming up. We had Mandalorian season 3. Now there's a new Mandalorian and Grogu movie on the way. Like there's so much stuff going on. Ahsoka, you know, is going to start filming season 2. I mean, there's just so many new characters and older, you know, or existing characters that they've made relevant again. And there's just so many opportunities. So when you see the company that you love, like not that they're doing nothing, but like they're not like leaning into the community and the hype and the new content as much as
kind
they
of like
should
what
be.
Lego does. You know what I mean? Like it feels like it's an event. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like you don't have that, and that's where I agree. It's like a huge missed opportunity because, you know, if they drop Vader yesterday, which you know it is what it is, and then you drop the 2-pack, it's just like that's it. I
now,
would like
now what Lego does, like Lego Star Wars as a category, makes up such a big portion of their portfolio profits every year. So that's why it is an event. Like, they have so many fans of that category, including myself. So it is an event for them. I don't need Funko to go that route because I don't know if they would be as successful. Like I don't know if there is as many diehard Star Wars Funko fans as there are, comparatively speaking, to Lego Star Wars fans compared to the size of their company. I don't know if there is enough, you know, based on the size of Funko being much smaller, is there enough of those Funko Star Wars fans? But there is a lot of us. And I think that they're just missing out on this opportunity if they don't drop anything. I'm not saying go out and drop a whole catalog full of stuff, but we didn't even have anything Star Wars for C2E2. So anybody who is a Star Wars fan, like we're already chomping at the bit because it's like we just had one of our 3 major cons for the year and Star Wars was absent. And I was hoping that, I'm still hoping that it was strategic, that there was no C2E2 exclusive because they're planning on dropping something on the shop tomorrow. Like maybe they pulled it, or they just said, no, we're not doing a C2E2 Star Wars pop because we're going to have this pop as a Funko Shop exclusive.
I mean, if they're smart, like Lego does, is you spend X amount, you get a free maybe Star Wars Funko pin.
Yeah.
You spend $150, you get Franny Funko as Leia. You know how many people are spending $150 on the Funko Shop and Star Wars merchandise? You want to sell your stuff. That's how you do it. That's how Lego does it. I mean, I'm putting stuff in my Lego cart and seeing if I can do enough to get the free stuff, you know, that kind of thing. So, I saw someone post in the group, like someone was buying $1,000 stuff. Like, that's not how you buy it. You buy $200, $200, $200.
Yeah, you got to do
$200 so you can get 5 of those and sell them.
Yeah, no, you got to do the multiple orders for sure. Well, it's funny that you bring up Lego because does anybody else feel like Funko is trying to mirror some of Lego's, you know, success as a company? Because Funko pretty much copied the VIP/insider reward point system, which now we have Funko rewards. It's not like 100% identical, but it's like 95% identical.
I think they were missing out a long time by not doing that. But yeah,
I mean, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, a smart business will do that. They'll grab the things that work really well.
But now, like stolen idea number 2, or like not stolen, but like strategy number 2 that they're using is the passports. Lego's had passports for decades where you go around to all the different stores and you can get the stamps and everything. So I think it's great that Funko is now doing it, but now they're doing it in their own creative way, like go to all the different cons and get the different stamps. I think that's fantastic. So yeah, bring on GWPs. Like if you spend a certain amount, and they could do it throughout the year. Like they kind of just did it with the Farmer Freddy. You spend $50, you get the free Freddy pop. So keep doing stuff like that. Now, to your point, Josh, if they make the gift with purchase or the free item at a certain financial threshold a limited piece pop, you're
selling X amount. You're selling all that out. You're going to sell that amount of product. You don't have to put other stuff on sale.
I mean, even not super limited, but 5,000. You have it at a point where it is going to be gone.
Yeah,
like you got to buy it now.
2,500 pieces, 5,000 pieces.
Lounge Fly included. Have all your stuff. Like you can combine stuff from the sites. but it has to be all Star Wars stuff. Like, don't let you buy whatever you want Funko. Like, only Star Wars stuff.
Well, that's what I'm
Lego
saying.
does.
I think it would be perfect, obviously, for this time of the year. But later on, let's say like come summertime, they could say like, "Hey, anybody who buys anything on the site," or they could do it for like sodas, like buy $100 worth of sodas, which could be one cooler, and you get this exclusive Franny soda or something. Like you do stuff like that, where now the gift with purchase is numbered and limited. You're gonna have a lot more people flocking to the website on a weekly basis. So,
Well, guys, I think we gave enough good tips and advice tonight. And honestly, most of it was positive, and we really brought it down towards the end. But I'm looking forward to a lot of stuff that they announced, and I think we got a great year ahead, guys. With that being said, Josh, would you like to let us know what we got going on? What do you have going on this week? What are we looking for from Professor Josh this week?
So we got some new sodas for this weekend. So we got some sodas for this weekend to open up and crack open. So you'll see that this weekend. You also see a mystery box, Pop King Paul mystery box for next week. And then we have, we're not doing an auction next week. I have an event going on. And then also Shannon's birthday's coming up next week. So,
Happy birthday,
nice.
Shannon.
yeah, her birthday's coming up next week, but we have an event going on Wednesday, so I'll be there. So we're gonna skip next week for auction, and then all that kind of fun stuff coming up. So we'll have some other. We have a couple weekends of soda content at least coming up, so you're gonna see this Saturday, Sunday stuff coming up. If you haven't checked out the Star Wars soda video that we put out yesterday, make sure to go to do that too. Get you in the mood for some Star Wars action.
Love it.
I'm definitely in the mood for some Star Wars action.
John, what do you have going on? I'm sure you don't have anything going on.
We
Maybe we should just skip right to me.
Yeah, we got nothing really of of importance.
Just the biggest Star Wars event ever that's going to carry over to May the 5th as well.
Oh yeah, it's definitely we're gonna be live well past midnight.
If you guys are ready for another 24-hour live stream from Slapshot Pops, get ready.
Hopefully it doesn't go 24 hours, but I'm definitely down. I'm ready for a long 24 hours. It's going to be a long night, but we are super excited. So we actually just got off the phone with Whatnot yesterday. They have been extremely kind, very supportive, and they're making us a headliner for their Star Wars weekend. We were talking to her on the phone, and we're talking to our Whatnot rep, and I thought she was just saying a headliner for Funko, because that's, we were just a headliner for the Whatnot Con for the Funko category. And she was like, no, we want to make you one of the few headliners. I almost fell off my chair for the entire Star Wars weekend. So we're super blessed, very honored to be in this position. So thank you guys so much. Huge amount of credit goes to Joanna for organizing this event once again, making sure we had all the inventory that we do have, making sure it's all cataloged and alphabetized and organized. And we did drop the full auction preview video today. I know it's super long. It's an hour and 2 minutes. I knew it was going to be long when I started editing it, but
it is what it is.
If you guys want to see what we have, like, this is what we have. And I go slow, and I didn't want to rush through it and everything. I wanted to make it a quality video. So I know it's long. If you guys don't want to watch it, I completely understand. Feel free to fast forward, or it is in alphabetical order for the pops. So if you're looking for Ahsoka, you can go in only like 2 minutes. But if you're looking for, I don't know, Darth Maul, then it's a few minutes later. So just whatever character, if you are interested in seeing what we have, you can go according to the timestamps. Although we do have some tidbits of information in the video that is important for some of the surprises that we have for this weekend's auction. So mystery box. So I just want to say it one more time. Our Star Wars mystery box will be separate from the auction. The mystery box with Captain Rex as the top hit will be dropping on the website. We've been trying to blast that in our story all week. I know maybe not everybody looks at our Instagram stories, or they might not watch our videos, but I know there's been a lot of people asking, where is the mystery box? It's on the website, dropping at noon. We will actually be live here on YouTube starting at 11:30. So we are going to be live for the duration of the drop. And we're also curious to see if Funko might drop something, and we're just going to talk Star Wars and answer any more questions prior to going live on Whatnot at 7 p.m.
Jesus, John, you guys are doing a live before the live.
We're doing a live
When are you
before the live.
sleeping?
We are actually, once the live is over, we're going to bed. So we're going to bed right after the live stream ends at 12:30.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys will end at 12:30.
Yeah. What did you say, Joanna?
Joanna, make sure you guys are done at 12:30.
Joanna, it was not Joanna's idea to do the live. It was
I
my
had
idea.
A feeling that it wasn't Joanna's idea.
Well,
to
I made the mini executive decision to do the live stream because we have been getting so many questions all week about Whatnot.
You don't think that the 24 hours that you're live, you can tell people the questions?
Well, people have been having questions about international shipping.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
A lot of people have been having questions about the $15 credit, and there are a lot of questions that if we can answer them prior to the stream, then if people come into the stream and they have that question, if it's already been answered, then they won't have that question. So then that we'll be able to read the chat because we anticipate the chat.
Do you know how many times they're going to ask the same question?
No, I know.
When you,
people won't even know who you are, and we'll see you guys now on Whatnot.
When John has to say for the 42nd time, when somebody says, "Hey, do you have Ahsoka?" and you say for the 42nd time, "Could you please check the little store button that's in the lower right-hand corner?"
It says there's 400 and some items.
When they say that to you for the 42nd time, John, I'm going to say, "See, you should have got your extra sleep, like Joanna told you." But you know what? That's why she's in charge most of the time. But I get what you're saying. No, and I get what you're saying. I'm kind of busting your shop. No, I am busting your shop. It's a full-on shop busting. But
how many
How many boxes for your mystery box?
66. Order 66.
Oh, I love that.
Joanna's idea. Cool. Not even my idea. When she told me
6 minutes and 60 for order 66.
66 boxes, limit 6 per person for the first 24 hours. And then if it doesn't sell out in 24 hours, then we'll open it up to the rest. But it's 66 boxes. I do anticipate this one to sell out because I personally handpicked the pops for the run. Joanna then went through, double checked all the PPGs and everything. And all the pops are, once again, near mint to mint condition, $30 a box, $30 guaranteed value, and it's 2 pops per box. I really think you can't. And top hit is the $365 shared Captain Rex. So you can't beat it. Did you just call me?
Yeah, limit is 4.
Oh, limit is 4. Oh, I apologize. Limit is 4 for the mystery box. I apologize. Update from the CFO. So limit is 4. Hunter, unfortunately, I don't have a shock trooper for Saturday night. I'm definitely bummed to report that, but I do have just about every other trooper. So yeah, huge show. Tomorrow I have a Star Wars unboxing dropping on the channel with a lightsaber that a company was very kind to send over.
I gotta ask you which company, because somebody
Saber Pro?
Damien Saber.
I don't know if it was the same one or not. It might have been.
They were very kind, and you guys will have to see the review tomorrow. The lightsaber is fantastic. So
good.
my favorite lightsaber so far that has been sent over. And then Saturday we got the full collection tour of my Star Wars collection, which I was going through today, and first time ever I was putting the blue boxes in order. And I thought I was a better collector than I currently am. I'm missing quite a few blue box pops, so I have a lot of work to do for when I get to our next house. Yeah, I thought I had most of the blue box collection. I mean, I have most, but there's a few, and unfortunately the ones that I'm missing are all very expensive. So
well, that's join the club.
Yeah, so that but my goal is, I've decided today I'm gonna make it a new goal. I would like to be blue box complete, so that is going to be my goal as a collector. I think for the next 5 years I would like to do original blue box. So if I get like one big grail a year, because there's like 5 blue box pops that are $500 plus, so I think I can.
Those are the 5 I'm missing.
Yeah, I think I can swing one a year. So yeah, thank you, Wayne. I can't believe I've never done that before. I was actually really embarrassed that I've never done that before, but I had a lot of fun. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking. I'm really thankful to everybody for all the support. Last thing I will say, I didn't say it in the video and I meant to, the pucks, the charity pucks that we have that Joanna hand painted, those are the same pucks that you will get if you are a patron at the $15 level. So I think there was some confusion there. I saw some people messaging us about that. It's the same exact pucks. We don't have separate pucks. What we did for the we did this last year for the amount of pucks that we have. There's a portion of them that are automatically for the patrons, and then the rest go up for sale on Whatnot. We expect those to sell out just like they did last year. We only have 47 t-shirts, so you guys will get the t-shirt reveal on Saturday as well. We expect those to sell out rather quickly because Joanna did an amazing job designing those. So please try your best to be at the auction in the beginning so you don't miss out on a lot of the stuff. So anyway, that's it. Thank you guys.
Oh, you're done already?
I know. Yeah, I know.
Well, since we have no time left, I'm just not going to. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. You know what? It's fun busting each other's chops every once in a while. Guys, please go check out Josh's stuff this weekend. Make sure you check out John's auction. I'm going to visit him probably at like, I don't know, 5 a.m. on Sunday when I typically wake up. I'll see you guys Sunday morning for sure. And I'll try to catch it Saturday night. For us, we have a video coming out on Saturday. We opened up a couple of the Jiminy Cricket sodas, so that was fun. We opened some more stuff for the charity auction. Guys, thank you so much for everybody that's already sent stuff. We had our deadline for tomorrow for the charity auction stuff, but we are still accepting stuff. If you're last minute and you want to get a box over to us for anything that you're donating, we're taking stuff up, honestly. Full disclosure, we're taking stuff up till the day before. So feel free to send it over. We just wanted to try to get the bulk because we're still trying to figure out mystery boxes, if we're going to just sell individually, if we're going to do a combination. We got all kinds of different ideas. So please, if you guys have not done this yet, and I think most of you have already done it because I know that you are all solid people in this chat right now. But if you could go bookmark that, that's all of that I would ask is if you could bookmark that. We're not at 200 bookmarks as of yet. And I was hoping we would kind of be there already. So if you guys could bookmark that, I'd super appreciate it. I think we're at maybe 150, 160. So if we could get that bumped up a little bit, that would be amazing. That would be fantastic.
176?
Oh, 176. So it's gone up a little bit today.
That's gone up a little bit.
Okay, I like that. But let's get close to 200 by the weekend if we could do that. That would be absolutely fantastic. Then next week, we've got videos that we have not filmed yet. So we're going to see if those are going to be fun. Saturday's video is a pretty fun video. Today's video was a fun video. So check that out. We'll do a mystery box most likely on Tuesday. If you guys want to join us, I feel like our Whatnot auctions have been a lot of fun lately. So if you guys want to join us for that on Tuesday, other than that, that's it. Everybody enjoy the weekend. Enjoy May the 4th. Enjoy Revenge of the Sith or 5th, whatever the heck the next day is. Because it's Cinco de Mayo as well.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's going to be an amazing weekend, guys. I thank you so much for joining.
Comic Book Day on Saturday.
Free comic book day for Saturday of the month. You're right. It's first Saturday of May is Saturday.
Last thing, one more thing, guys.
Yes.
Go check out the Poppin Duo C2E2 video. Vince, you did a great job on that video. I know you guys don't step out of your comfort zone very often, but I thought the video was fantastic.
Thank you, John. I appreciate that. You know, I was actually pretty happy the way it turned out because, real quick little thing. When we walked in there, I'm a huge introvert. And most people wouldn't know that because they don't get the pleasure to interact with me personally. But I'm a huge introvert. When we walked in there, I go, "Should we even film today?" I literally said that to her. I go, "Do you think we should even film, or should we just enjoy ourselves?" But you know what? That's why I married the perfect person for me, quite honestly, because she's the exact opposite of me, which I absolutely love. And she's sitting down here, and that's why I'm saying some nice stuff about her as well. But guys, thank you for joining us this week. I can't wait for next week to see everybody again. Hope to see you guys this weekend and Whatnot and on YouTube, and make the comments, and we'll see you guys all during the week and next week. And we will see you guys next week, is I guess what I'm trying to say. Night, everyone.